There you are then, Avril. All yours. Your very own bag.
Gosh, thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, in the oil, eh?
Is it nearly Christmas present?
Call it an evening present, eh? For Christmas, I'll get you a tin of striped paint.
I wish you weren't going yet. You don't have to do.
I've told you. I'm not waiting to be called up for the army. I hate being pushed into things. Now go on, buzz off or you'll be late for school.
You'll be gone before I come home.
I'll soon get leave.
You will write to me, won't you? Not all together. Your Mum, Dad, Edward and Tricia. Just to me alone.
Sometimes, eh?
I wish I could have waved over at the station. I wish I didn't have to go to school today. I'm missing everything interesting.
Hey, look, nothing goes to waste. You know what this was?
An old shirt.
Aye, one of Arnold's. Remember Arnold?
Who could forget Arnold?
Seems ages since he was here. Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to go and say goodbye to Mrs. Battersby.
He didn't stay very long with her, did he? I wonder if it's all right back in Greythorpe.
They've had a lot of bombing at Greythorpe Docks.
Oh, I hope nothing awful happens to anyone I know. I'd better be off then. I'll go to school on my bike.
Sorry, Avril. Tried for weeks, but I've not been able to get hold of a battery for the lamp. It'll be dark before your home time.
Oh well. Thanks anyway. You're a proper sport, Jimmy. Bye then, you. Be careful.
Careful yourself, eh? Bye.
Don't forget the letter.
Stop here, Beth.
Winter 1940. War and Hitler's war machine sweeps over Europe. Denmark, Norway, Holland, Belgium, and now France has fallen. The roads are choked with refugees. Now only the English Channel separates us from Nazi power, and invasion seems certain. Every night now, Goering's Luftwaffe come to bomb our cities. The siren wails, the civilians go to the shelters, and our brave firefighters and rescue squads get to work. And as dawn breaks over bomb-torn London and we see the damage, we are heartened by the presence of Winston Churchill, our new Prime Minister, who urges us in this darkest hour never to surrender. There may be alterations to the timetable, but people are still going to work. Hitler may try to destroy our towns, but every morning we show him that Britain can take it.
What time's your train to Darlington again?
10:30.
I'll put you up some sandwiches.
Shan't need any. I'll be catching by dinner time.
Well, army food.
Hey.
I promised Edward you'd take him to school this morning, being your last day.
Oh, come on, Mum. It's not my last day.
Your last day as a civilian.
Well, don't get worked up about it, Mum. We're all in this together. ARP for Dad. WVS for you. Tricia nursing. Home guard for Mr. Taylor from the shop. Me boss, Mr. Padwick, fire watching on top of the post office roof and complaining at chilblains. Where's the difference? We're all in this together. What am I trying up with anyway?
It's one of Avril's old 90s. Nothing goes to waste.
Avril said that she was missing everything interesting. What's she mean?
Oh, there's some new people moving in next door. I hope they stay.
Oh, good morning. Is Mrs. Hodgkins at home?
Yes?
Would you tell her Mrs. Maitland is calling? I received her invitation, but I've been unable to make anyone here at the front door.
Oh, you've arrived. I saw the furniture men taking your stuff in, so I popped a note through your letterbox. I thought you might be glad of a sit down and a cup of tea.
You're Mrs. Hodgkins?
Yes. How do you do? I'll put the kettle on.
Are you in the scrap metal business? The estate agent never mentioned a dealer next door.
Oh, no, this is a WVS salvage collection point for the area, that's all. Well, we had the garage and no car to put in it, so it's all going to be melted down and made into Hurricanes and Spitfires, is that lot?
Top me up while you're about it.
What are you stitching away at?
Eh? Oh, in the biscuit barrel. Help yourself. Oh, these. These is for valuables. When folk have been blitzed. It was your dad's idea. I was sat here feeling that useless and everybody else doing something. Never mind. Perhaps these will come in handy. I mean, when the heavy rescue squad has dug people out the rubble, that's only the beginning, isn't it? You've not had a biscuit, Jimmy. Go on. Keep your strength up. Well then, it'll be where's my wedding ring, where's my teeth, where's my ration books and my insurance papers and my house keys. Not that them will be much good if the house has been flattened. But when people are being taken away in the ambulances, it'll save bother if all the valuables is together in one bag, eh? With a name and address written on it with one of them inedible pencils.
Indelible.
So you're off to be a soldier. Hardly out of short pants and going for a soldier. My lad Tommy went to the Great War 25 years back. Still wet behind the ears, same as you. Here, have a look in cupboard drawer. Under my best tea cosy, in tissue paper. Go on, have a look. I never rightly understood what he did to get that.
He must have been very brave, Mrs. Battersby.
Eh? Take it for luck. Go on. It's not done much good under young tea cosy these past 25 years.
Aye, well, there she is. You got everything?
Yes, thanks, Dad.
Well, I can't hang about. I'd best be getting back to the booking office. Well, see you soon.
Aye, of course.
That's right. Bye, son. All the best.
Such a beautiful house, Mrs. Hodgkins. A large, airy drawing room. Ruined. Those wretched firemen spent half the night amongst the docks and warehouses. And when they did arrive, they weren't very careful. Damask curtains could have been saved. But the men just pumped water at random for 5 minutes and moved on down the road to someone else's property. And nobody came back to help me sweep up the broken glass.
Oh, I'm sure you'll make it very nice next door, Mrs. Maitland, when you've got over the shock. You've got some beautiful furniture. I watched some of it being carried in.
All I have left. All that escaped being scorched or soaked. I shall never get over the shock. Bruce, that's my son in the RAF, he tells me a smaller home will be easier for me. But I don't know.
Oh, I think you'll find these houses plenty big enough for 1 or 2. There used to be 6 in ours. But now my husband's on duty every night, and my elder daughter, she lives in at the cottage hospital. And Jimmy's volunteered for the army. It feels terribly empty.
Volunteered? Oh, you poor dear. Having a son called up is dreadful enough. Couldn't you have persuaded him that his first duty was towards his family?
Volunteering is a thing this family does, Mrs. Maitland. Letting ourselves in for goodness knows what. Jimmy, he was a postal sorter on the mail trains into King's Cross till they were stopped in September. He saw with his own eyes what goes on in the London raids. Dogfights in the air. Met some young soldiers who'd been rescued from Dunkirk. In the Green Howards they were. Jimmy was 18 in October. Old enough to know his own mind. They'll be making him into a soldier by now.
Who are you?
Hodgkins J, Sergeant.
Well, let me tell you this, Hodgkins J. You pick those boots up. Wait for it. When I say. You pick those boots up, and you make your feet fit 'em by Monday. And that goes for all of you. 'Cause I don't want you. The army doesn't want you. Not till the rest of your platoon does us the honor of getting here. So what you lot will do is get yourselves kitted out and draw your 48-hour passes and travel warrant and go home again. Who said shame? Not one of you. Not you, Hodgkins, the volunteer. Lovely life in the army, innit, eh? Starting with leave and pay £2 a day. But let me tell you this, Hodgkins J. Come Monday, I'll see you earn every last farthing of it.
So it won't be like having David and Sarah or the Nesbits as neighbours. No popping in and out of each other's back doors all the time. This Mrs. Maitland, she puts on a hat and gloves and picks up her handbag just to come to our front door. Very proper. Oh, will you take your dad's sandwiches down the ARP post?
Yeah. I'll go on my bike. I've got a lamp battery at last.
Where did you get that?
Off Mavis at school. You see, her brother was in the Civil Defence Messenger Corps. But he's joined the army now. And there's his bike, doing nothing, with a new battery in the front lamp. So
what?
I'm going to need it for a war effort.
Oh, and what's your war effort, young madam?
Taking Dad's sandwiches.
And you be careful. Oh, no. Edward will have just got off to sleep.
Shall I wake him?
No, love, no. You put the bucket of sand and the bucket of water and the stirrup pump and the scoop on the front path on your way out.
Yeah.
It's a lovely moonlit night. Nobody's likely to fall over it. I shouldn't think the bombs will touch Bradley, but if it's noisy when you get back, Edward and I'll be in the shelter.
Oh, do I have to come in with you?
Yes.
It's freezing cold in there.
You make sure your dad gets those sandwiches and come straight back here.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. And Jack said to the giant, he said, I'm not afraid of you, you big fat horrible giant. And Jack ran down the beanstalk as fast as he jolly well could.
Hello? Hello? Hello, Bert?
Dad?
Bert, shh. What are you doing here? Oh. Hello? Oh. Thanks, love. Get off home as fast as you can.
Dad?
Aye.
What's happening?
There's a raid expected. Sheffield. Now, that's too close for comfort.
Will we get blitzed?
Well, they say it's the bomber's moon. We'll soon know. They drop incendiaries to start fires, and that'll guide the second wave of planes to their targets to drop explosives. If they don't see us, they might miss us. Now off you go. Go home.
Dad, can I do anything?
No, no. Oh, yes. Ride round to Emery Street and tell Bert Wolford that this phone is packed up again, and then get off home to your mother as fast as you can, okay?
Yeah.
Mrs. Hodgkins, are you there?
Yes, what's happened?
I'm sorry?
To Avril, had somebody phoned up? She's been gone over an hour.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard anything.
Then what did you come for?
I was wondering if I might share your shelter.
Oh, yes. It's a bit of a step down.
When Bruce inspected the house next door, he assured me there was an Anderson in the garden, but failed to mention it was filled with water.
Oh, yes, of course, they were always having to bail it out. I expect it's filled up since they left. Come in, can you manage?
Thank you, yes.
We're all right in here as long as we keep our wellies on.
Thank you.
Make yourself comfortable. I'm afraid it's a bit of a squeeze.
It's getting worse. Would you rather go down to the shelter? I'll stay here with Christine and little Brian. They really are too poorly to be moved. No, it's all right. I'll stay too. Very well. At least Jonathan's managing to sleep through it.
Oh, Avril, love, come here. Oh, where have you been? You've been gone 2 hours, you naughty girl.
I'm sorry, Mum. See, Dad sent me to Amnesty with a message. And then Mr. Walford sent me to the first aid post with another. And then, boom, on Perkins Memorial Hall. And some students. They were having an end-of-term dance. And the firemen went out to the swimming bath to stop the blaze. Oh, Mum, it's awful.
Oh, Revolve, never mind. I've kept your hot water bottle warm and there's some tea in the thermos. What's that red glow in the sky?
Sheffield.
Didn't expect to see you for weeks. Did it take you long?
4 hours. Changed trains twice and not a cup of tea anyway.
Aye, won't have to disrupt the timetable, this lot. You sorry you got sent back?
No, I'd rather risk being blitzed than be with that sergeant.
Aye, aye. Here's another lot. Don't know how long they're going to keep this up. What time is it?
About midnight.
5 hours. They never seem to let up. There's a lot of help been sent over from Bradley. Get down, son!
Missed.
Yeah, but I reckon it's just up the crescent. Still, it's my blooming incident. First ever.
Can I help? What should I do?
Well, I can see if anybody's hurt. See what's needed. 2 years I've been training for this, and I'm scared to death. Come on.
Mrs. Battersby. She won't have heard a thing.